Hey kids, happy Thursday. I'm here with Whitney Miller.
Hey.
Heartbeat Matchmaker, yay. We're going to talk all about love in the holidays. I'm so excited. I'm glad you could be here.
I know. I am so excited too.
It's almost a year since you've been here. It was January.
I think it was. It was. Yeah.
So, because I was digging back to get our photo.
Oh.
But anyway.
I know.
So,
well, and you look fabulous today.
Thank you.
I love your hair it's got like a little bit of red in it.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
It is. It's getting long too, so it takes a long time to get there. But,
I know.
So it's fun. But, I have a hard time blow drying my hair. It just takes forever.
Oh my gosh, I hate it. It's literally, so I tell my friends, and my mom, my brother, people have always asked me why it takes so long for me to get ready, but my hair is deceivingly thick. So washing it and then conditioning it and then drying it is like the bulk of me getting ready.
No kidding.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
I know.
So I guess that's all we can talk about our beauty all we want. I don't even wash my hair that much because I can't stand it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they say it's actually your hair is better on day 2 anyways.
Yeah, I have a really cute leopard shower cap.
I love it.
It's so cute. I love it. It's fun. It's fun and it's actually great.
Yeah.
My hair is completely dry.
Nice.
So, and I don't have to wreck it like with a towel or anything. I can just put it in little clips so it's soft.
And then it works.
And then I just pull it down.
Nice.
And I can curl it and do whatever.
I might need to know where you got that.
Yeah, you can get them online on Amazon.
Oh, of course. You can get everything on Amazon these days.
Very easy.
Have it within a couple hours at your house.
Yeah, they're not a lot of money. So, we're going live in like 2 minutes, so we're going to have a lot of fun today.
Yay. I'm so excited.
I get to do I'm going to share our video right now.
Awesome.
So, I tagged you on it.
Okay, great. So I'm doing a little Instagram live too. So we're gonna have it from all angles. Everybody's looking.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. I'm doing Instagram. I'm on Instagram as well. So
I know.
We're good.
I am super pumped.
Yay. So are you ready for Christmas or have
I am ready and I'm not ready at the same time. I'm ready because I love Christmas lights.
Mm-hmm.
There is nothing that I enjoy more than a fireplace, which we do not have right now because we live in an apartment.
Right.
But I love a fireplace and the Christmas tree all lit up with like no lights except for those.
Right.
It's just so cozy to me.
It's
soothing.
soothing.
Exactly. It's so relaxing, calming. Favorite time of the year for that as far as getting presents. Have not done a lot of that yet. That's where I'm like, oh, I'm not ready.
I'm done.
Oh my gosh.
And wrapped.
You're kidding.
And
you're on top of it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, we're on.
Yay.
Here we go. Move South, who shows you how to enjoy life. Right here on Love 860.
Every Thursday, 11 a.m. until noon. Tune in weekly for tips on enhancing your life by balancing body, mind, and heart.
And featuring Living Atlanta.
Find out where to go.
Steffi, you're so classic. Hey, this is Steph Palermo, and it's the Just Steph Show. Everybody has 2 lives. The second one begins when you realize you only have one. We are second lifers. We're empty nesters, newly single, and those starting over age 3. Your healthy, happy, hip years are just beginning. The bat phone is connected, so give me a buzz to chat today, 404-355-8699. Tell me what's going on in your life. I want to hear from you. We have a great show for you today. We're going to have a lot of stuff on dating with this. This is the main focus of our show today, and I have my good friend Whitney Miller.
Hey.
Whitney, thanks for being here.
Oh, thank you
Welcome
so much.
back.
I know. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
I always love seeing you.
Oh,
and
thank you.
Second time on the show. I love it.
I know. I love it. She came back. Something went right.
She's doing this show. It's amazing. I always listen. Love it, love it, love it.
Oh, good. Thank you. We have a lot to talk about today, and so we're going to talk all about dating and maybe finding love for the holidays, maybe coping alone, what kind of gifts to give. We have a good show today. But first, we got to talk a little bit about football because we're sort of winding down the season. This is really, for me, this is more for me than anybody else because I got to figure out what's going on because I don't know.
Well, you're the sports girl.
I guess so.
You
I don't know.
totally are.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I feel like you always know what's going on, and you've got your Patriots, right?
Right,
That's your
that's
team.
it.
That's
Yeah,
your team.
that's it. I love
Yeah.
well, Tom Brady's my boyfriend, so.
Of course.
Yeah, so everyone knows that. Well, the only college game this weekend is Army-Navy, right? So, yep, there we go. So that's it for college, and then we'll start with the bowl games, right? Okay, I'm gonna get, and it could actually be, I guess I heard from my kids that Alabama made the playoffs, so it could potentially be Alabama, Georgia. Am I right, Sky? Yeah. I know, and then and they're going to play here because Atlanta's hosting. Right?
Nice. The new Mercedes Stadium is getting all the love.
I know.
I mean, and I've heard people say you can see even from like the 300 level.
Really?
It's a
I haven't
great.
been yet.
I've been.
Somebody needs to take me. Hello.
Yes, someone needs to take her. Come on, guys.
What's wrong with you people?
I went to 2 preseason games, so I got to see it, but I haven't been there
Fun.
for like a big game.
Well, tonight is a big game because it's the Saints. The Saints are in town.
Oh.
When the Saints go marching in, right? They're marching into Atlanta, but the Falcons are playing. They're going to be at Mercedes-Benz tonight at 8:25. So if you're not going to be there, you can also go to Huey Louie's and watch it with Kenny, my friend Kenny. This weekend on Sunday, really the only big game I can see here is for my girl Laura. Tennessee is at Arizona, but the biggest game of all, New England is at Miami on Monday night for Monday Night Football.
Oh.
So there we go.
Well, you'll be there. You'll be watching that.
Yeah, I will. I
Yeah.
will, definitely. Yeah, it's
You
8:30.
have to see your boyfriend play.
I know. Well, he won't play well unless I'm watching. I'm just kidding.
That's usually how that goes.
Yeah. So anyway, so what did you do this weekend?
So there has been so many fun things going on.
I know. It's a great time of year.
Yeah, I know. So I've been to Ponce City Market for the ice skating.
Nice.
I highly recommend it. Now, I ate it a couple times. But I will say, it was literally my second time ice skating ever. And my first time was like, I think we figured it was like 8 or 9 years ago.
Right.
So, I mean, I think I did pretty well.
Right.
So, the ice skating, I went to see the lights at the Atlanta Botanical Gardens. Also, highly recommend that. They said that they added so many new things this year. I didn't get to go last year, so I don't have a lot to compare it to, but it was stunning. Absolutely beautiful.
How fun.
Well, we just said I love Christmas lights,
Right.
so of course I would love something like that. Also, checked out a new barbecue place. Can't think of the name of it for the life of me right now.
Okay,
but-
figure it out on the
yeah,
break.
I will.
Where
but-
was it?
Oh my gosh! So it was not too far from the Atlanta Botanical Garden. So it has to be down there in the Midtown Piedmont Park area. I do know that it's like, I'll have to think of it on the break. But it was so good. The barbecue, amazing.
Really?
Like
Nice.
I've been craving it at least 3 times since we went there.
Right. Now,
And that says
did you go to school here?
So I went to Kennesaw State, yes.
Right,
So I
so-
went up in Kennesaw.
Right. So, it was the Georgia game this weekend.
Yeah.
That was super fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Davio's Friday night, and then Saturday I went to Smoke Belly in
Nice.
Buckhead to watch the game, and that was a lot of fun. And then Sunday I shopped all day for Christmas shopping. I like to do it all in one
Heavy
trip.
swoop, yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no kidding.
Yeah.
And then I went to Wildland Cafe in Dunwoody to watch the Arizona game with my bestie, and then we went over to a private party shopping at Nordstrom's.
Oh my gosh.
They were giving out wine, champagne, past hors d'oeuvres.
Oh my gosh.
They had a DJ.
And you didn't call me?
Oh my gosh! It was it was so funny because you had a VIP, you had a RSVP,
Okay.
and we saw so many friends there, and we were just. We're trying on. I bought a pair of boots. I wouldn't even bought boots. Like I'm Christmas shopping
Well,
for somebody
yeah.
else, but I had to.
But when they give you wine and hors d'oeuvres and champagne, I mean, you can't help but buy something.
It was unbelievable. It was so upbeat and so much good energy. I thought this is the way to roll.
Yeah. Did they have the piano player there?
No, there was a DJ playing the best
wow.
music ever.
Wow.
And it was being piped through all 3 floors. It was unbelievable, and it was just all fun.
So it's like a big party.
It was a big party, and everybody was having a great time.
I
And,
bet.
And I have to applaud Nordstrom's for doing something like that because it really made it fun and positive. Sometimes people are crabby, when they're
I know.
Christmas shopping,
I know.
and it just was really nice, and it was really fun to do.
I was talking to a friend the other day, and really, this time of year, you see a lot of people that are just being so overly generous and overly nice, and then you see those people that are just like, I hate my life this time of year. I'm just super crabby.
But there's a lot of pain that goes along with the holidays too.
Exactly.
So you have,
Exactly.
you don't know where people are coming from, and
Right.
and I'm very cognizant of that because people,
Oh, you have to be.
Well, I mean, there isn't a Christmas Eve that I don't cry because I miss home. I miss Boston. I miss my what I had growing up. I
Yeah.
miss it, and I can't recreate it here. And it has nothing to do with not loving everybody here. It just is something that I really miss.
Right.
But that doesn't mean I don't love all the holidays because I love it. But anyway, so let's talk a little bit about gift giving for each stage of the game.
Yes, let's do that.
Yeah. So what do you think?
So, one of the things you and I talked about the other day was, people that are just starting dating, or maybe it's kind of casual, they don't really have a status just yet, not
Right.
like a boyfriend, girlfriend
Right.
status. So for that, don't do anything crazy. I would say, anywhere from, $30 probably the max.
Right.
Something fun, maybe just flowers and chocolate or something.
Right.
I will say, I think gift cards are kind of cold.
Yeah, I don't like gift
And
cards either.
especially for someone that you are interested in. So I would steer clear of gift cards
Right.
altogether. So I think flowers and chocolates, that's probably your way to go. And that'd probably be between $15 to $30.
Right.
Or just go do something. You could even do the Palm City Market ice skating. I believe it's $10 to get up there to the Skyline Park where it is.
Right.
And I think it's $15 to skate. So that would be a cute little idea too.
Right.
Now, as far as, let's say you've been dating for a while, I think a $75, $100 gift makes more sense. You're established in your relationship. You guys
Right.
know each other enough to say, hey, let's do something a little bigger.
Right.
Whether that's like a perfume set, which I believe that's more of an intimate gift, like giving someone perfume or giving someone jewelry. Like
Right.
you're kind of at a certain point in the relationship where it's not like awkward to give those gifts.
I'll take perfume
Yeah.
anytime.
Perfume gifts are
Chanel Mademoiselle.
See, there you go. There you go. And this is the time of year to get any of those gifts because they come in these awesome little gift sets. You can get the lotion, the bath wash,
Right.
even like the little travel sizes. I have to say, I am addicted to miniature sizes of anything, like miniature lip gloss, miniature perfume. So
I love that.
that's totally my thing. So most of the sets come with those types of things that you can just throw in your purse, which is good for anyone this time of year because you're taking clutches to these holiday events.
Right.
You can't take a huge perfume with you.
Right.
It just doesn't make sense.
Right.
So something like that is definitely what I
Right.
would say.
Or anything you get free with your Lancome purchase.
The freebies are like amazing,
I love it.
right?
I love it. Oh, we're going to give you a whole little kit. I'm like, yay.
Who doesn't love something free?
I love it.
I know.
And
free,
I do.
it's like, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for acknowledging that I purchased something from
I
you
know.
and you're going to give me a gift.
Right, absolutely. So what about, sort of long term?
Okay, so when it comes to long-term relationships, I think that there's really no rule.
Right.
At that point, you guys are not only in a relationship, but you're friends. Like you should be like best friends too. So anything that you give is, I think, appropriate.
Right.
But now, like, if you give, like, guys, seriously, if you give her something that is just like, that just doesn't make sense. Like a gift card. Well, we already decided no gift cards, but like
yeah.
something to like Starbucks or something just because she goes there. Okay, I know that would be a practical gift because
Right.
she goes there anyways, but do something more creative.
Right.
Even if you need some help, go online, YouTube how to put a basket together of
Right.
like spa ideas, or get her a spa gift certificate and put it inside the basket.
Right.
Those are simple things, simple ways that you can, put something together that she's going to really enjoy and say, hey, you really put some thought into that.
Right. I love it.
Yeah.
I think it's great. I think the other thing too is you sort of get a feel for the other person, and
Right,
know,
exactly.
and just and know what they like.
Exactly.
And I think, like I know, just in my situation last year, we were really new, but I did a nice Robert Graham shirt and
Yeah.
some wireless headphones. Jones.
Those are great.
I like tech stuff. I do
Yeah.
like tech stuff. Anything like for like Fitbits and all those
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
things. Like I love that kind of stuff. But I think that it depends on the person that you're with
It does.
too.
It does.
Because I know one of the first times I went back to Boston to see my guy, he had my perfume for me,
Oh.
waiting
Well,
for me.
okay, and I will say any man who is attentive and listens to things that you say that you like, if that is what he gets you, regardless of what it is,
Right.
it immediately means so much more because
They know.
you listened.
Right.
You listened to what I said. Now,
Right.
I'm not in a relationship, but if anybody wants to get me wireless headphones, I could totally use those for when I
Right.
work out.
No
just,
kidding.
Just throwing it out there, guys.
Right, that's it.
I have a lot of friends.
Right,
you know,
that's
maybe.
it. I'm with you. I'm with you. So we're going to talk a little bit about holiday dating do's and don'ts, and maybe sort of coping it alone for the holidays. And this is dating advice for second lifers, and it's the Just Steph rules of dating.
Ooh.
Dear future husband, here's a few things you need to know. You want to be my one and only. All right, so, I just want to say a little bit quickly before we move into, the dating, trying to find that, somebody significant for the holidays and going into the new year. As far as coping it alone, I think sometimes people feel very lonely during this time of
Oh, yeah.
year. And I know I've gone through a couple of Christmases without a significant other, and I guess I don't really, it didn't really bother me at the time.
Right.
It really didn't for where I was at. I think, though, if you are not with somebody, exclusively,
Right.
I think that you could do good things for yourself.
Right.
Take care of you, go to parties, go to events that you want to go to, fill up your cup. Maybe,
Exactly.
Do some things for yourself that will help you when you make a choice with somebody, that you're making good choices for yourself.
Right. Yes. I mean, that's one of the things that I think everyone forgets is you have to take care of yourself first.
Right.
A lot of us, even myself, I'm a giver. And it's hard to be a giver in a taker's world, I will
Right.
say. But you have to fill your cup up first before you can, you can't pour out of an empty cup.
Right, absolutely.
And I definitely agree, going to holiday parties, doing things that you're surrounded by others who are having fun,
Right.
who can have fun with you, is a great idea. And I know it doesn't make up for the fact that you don't have a significant other, but it's a close second.
Right.
It's you not being at home on the couch by yourself, sulking in whatever, or just thinking too much about those feelings of
Right.
sadness, of being alone. I haven't had a boyfriend for the holidays for a few years now,
Right.
and I'm a very social butterfly.
Right.
So I love going to these holiday events, going to charities, and really spending a lot of time with my friends. And it doesn't make me think about that. It doesn't. And of course, I have my family as well. So
Right.
I definitely recommend spending time with your friends. Definitely spending time with your friends, spending time with your family. Make your calendar not so full that you get so tired, but full enough to where you're not alone too
Right.
much, and that you're having fun and you're in the holiday spirit and you're getting some of that holiday cheer.
What about, now I'm going to throw this out at you,
Yeah.
just sort of thinking about it, because, New Year's Eve can be pretty sad.
I
If
know.
you don't have somebody kiss at midnight, it's really, it can be kind of sad.
It really can. It really can. And I will tell you, I'm one of those people, I love New Year's, but I rarely go out on New Year's.
Right.
And one of those reasons is I'm not a big drinker. And I feel like that is the night where everybody just gets so smashed. They just drink too much, and it's hit or miss. Like I went to a party last year, and it was a reasonably priced event, but it was totally overpacked. They oversold
Oh, yeah.
the venue, and it was just
Yeah, see, I don't like that.
It was not fun.
Mm-mm.
You couldn't find any of your friends, and just the people that were there weren't really necessarily there to meet other people. They kind of
Right.
came with their crew, and
Right.
they stayed with their crew. I myself, I walk into a room and I don't really leave not knowing someone.
Right.
Someone new at least.
Right.
I love making new friends. I love meeting new people. So that was a little bit of a, I kind of wish I would have stayed home in my PJs sort
Right.
of night.
Right.
But also my dad and little sister tend to come around that time of year to visit us from Kentucky.
Right.
So we kind of spend it with them, and that's really nice because we
Right.
don't get to see them that often. So I love that. Now, if it's a party where like 20 of my friends are
That's
going,
the best.
that's the best. I
Yeah,
mean, because then
it's the best.
you can have some champagne. You can
But you
have
can talk, and
Exactly.
it's real.
exactly.
It's a party in the USA.
It is.
Yeah, but no, it's, I like a smaller, intimate party.
Yeah. Yeah.
For sure.
I think that if you have a good group of friends, say 20 or so, 15 to 20, and you have, enough where you can talk, enough room where you can talk and kind of cut up and have fun with each other, then you don't think so much about having someone to kiss at midnight. Because then everybody's just cheering and, doing the not the sparklers, but, the confetti and stuff,
Right.
and just having a big time. I think that would be, the next best thing.
Right. So
Yeah.
what about for those people that are ready to get back into a relationship or start a relationship? What would you say to them during this time of year? I think it's kind of, it's kind of hectic.
It is hectic, and I will say this month in particular is very difficult on trying to find someone because people are lonely for the holidays, and they may not be, out in it for the right reasons.
Right.
Maybe they're just lonely, and then, January comes around, things start getting busier, and then they're like, maybe I was just lonely.
Right.
Maybe I didn't really want a relationship or something like that. So this is the time of year where, as we said previously, really focus on yourself, focus on, spending time with friends, doing fun things, filling up your calendar. I will say, though, I have a ton of people that reach out to me this time of year because they're like, you know what, Whitney, I don't want to spend the holidays alone anymore. And I always tell them, well, let's do something about it. Come on in, let's do the interview. Let's
Right.
see if you're at the place where you want to settle down with someone. Because with Heartbeat Matchmaker, we are helping people find love and, whether it's a long-term relationship and or marriage.
Right.
We're not a dating service, so I don't set you up on a ton of dates. I set you up on quality dates with people who match your criteria and what you're
Right.
looking for. So these are people that you could legitimately fall in love with.
Right.
They check all your boxes.
Right.
You guys just have to see if the chemistry is there.
Right. So, I mean, we're gonna talk about that a little bit more after the break.
Okay.
So, but what I'm hearing you say, there's a very big difference, and people need to realize this, between having a date for, your holiday parties and
Right.
finding a long-term relationship.
Exactly.
And really, you have to be clear. I think people need to be clear with their intentions.
Exactly. And I am 100%, I say that all the time. If people are open and honest about their intentions going into any relationship, it's so much more well received than
Right.
if you're on one page, they're on the other, and nobody knows really what's
Right.
going on.
Well, I think it's dishonest.
It is.
It's
It is.
dishonest, and and it's leading, and that's where people get hurt.
Exactly.
I think I've talked about this all the time. For a long time on my show about being clear with your intentions, and I think if you are, then the other person can make an informed
Decision.
adult decision,
Right.
and they can say, "Sure, I just want to hang with you for one night," or "Sure, I would love to go to your office party."
You know what? You're so fun. I would love to go to these holiday parties with you.
Right.
It's totally different than, hey, I'm interested in you.
Right. And so, I think there's, being honest and upfront. And I think another thing coming into the holiday season is you really should not have really any expectations of anything.
It's hard to this time of year, like I said, because you don't know if you're lonely. You don't
Right.
know if they're just lonely. So you really don't know if this is going to be something where it's just a fast relationship. You guys mesh for a little bit, and then once the holidays are over, then it's just not really, you don't know if it's a loneliness thing or if you're actually really into that person for a long term.
So, last week I talked a little bit about, and I'm sort of going to bring this up again because I think it melds into what we're talking about is
Okay.
if you come into the holiday season thinking, what am I going to get out of it? And I mean that. And I think it's a good thing, because when you do that, it sounds like it's selfish at first, but what you do is you actually make choices for yourself that fill you up, and then you have so much more to give to the people around you.
Exactly.
So how am I going to somewhat be changed for the better through these holidays?
I totally agree with that. Rather than going to every single party that's on the calendar and, saying, oh, well, I wish I really wouldn't have gone to this one, or this one. Selectively picking what you're going to do where hey, this is a really great group of friends that I know is going to this event. I'm going to have a lot of fun there, and we're going to have a lot of fun together. So I'm going to get happiness from that event.
Right.
Rather than, just going to each and every one. I feel like, for example, last year I had a ton of friends that know what's going on with my mom. My mom is ill.
Right.
But they wanted to take me to a bunch of different holiday events. And for me, I had a great time at a few, and then I totally just kind of went into, not necessarily into hiding, but I did not go to like 2 or 3 in a row after that because I was honestly just worn out.
Right.
I had fun at some of them, and then at some of them it was just like, everybody's coming up to me asking me about my mom and da-da-da-da-da, which is great, but I also wanted to go there to, get away from things.
Right.
And I feel like that's something that other people need to think about too, whether your mom's ill or whether you just have something else going on.
Or you just had a breakup.
Exactly, had a breakup or something else
And you
going
don't
on
want
in
people
your
asking
life.
you.
Yeah, because holidays are when everybody's there.
I happen to have some really good advice about that.
All right, let's hear it.
This is what I did when
Okay.
I had a bad breakup about, I don't know, a year and a half ago, whenever
Okay.
it was, I don't know. Anyway, I told the 2 biggest mouths that I know. And they told everybody. And nobody asked me, how's so-and-so? How's so-and-so? They all knew. So what you need to do is be, strategic about your big mouth gossips and know who is going to do that.
Share it with
Who's
everybody.
going to do it. And you know what? And use it to your advantage.
Yeah.
Because then you can say to them, oh my gosh, my mom's been very sick and it's been really difficult. I really just don't want to talk about it at all these events. You can tell those gossip people.
Right.
And they're going to go and tell everybody,
Yeah.
don't ask Whitney.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't want to talk about it. She just wants to have fun at these holiday parties.
Yeah.
That's really great. That's the best Just Steph advice I think I've ever given.
I like it.
Use the gossip for use the gossip.
Use the gossiper to your advantage.
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Where's my gossip friends at?
Yeah,
Somebody just like
There's
right
got-
on there and
there's
let me
gotta
know.
be
You'll tell
somebody.
everybody.
Right. There's got to be somebody. Or I know when I went home just after that breakup, I told my mom, I said, tell everybody I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Nobody asked me.
Good.
Not one person.
Good.
Not one person. So that was, and, I just wanted to have a good time
Yeah.
without dealing with that.
Exactly.
And so I think that using those people in your life, and I don't mean using,
Right.
but,
I know.
know everybody has their gifts and talents. There's always somebody with a big mouth who will talk behind your back, and they'll, best thing, don't tell anybody. Then they'll tell everybody. So, I mean, it's ridiculous, but it is, but, I mean, I know that's funny, but really, that's really not a bad idea.
Right.
Especially if you want to just kind of keep it superficial, because sometimes you need to be a little bit superficial. Yeah. I mean, I don't prefer that for the long haul.
Right.
But when you're out at parties and stuff.
Right. I just got to the point where I was like, hey, you know what, she's so-so, and then just kind of move on to a different topic. Or there were a couple of times where like, this really isn't the place or time to be talking about that.
Right.
You can talk to me one-on-one.
Right.
Or
just say, you know what, it's over, or whatever, with a relationship, like,
I didn't really come here for that.
Yeah.
I've actually said,
right.
But it was after like several people asked me in a row, and I didn't, they know I didn't mean to be rude when I said that, but, the holiday parties, you're supposed to be having fun.
Right, absolutely. So I think that's sort of the big dating advice for the week, for this week is, have a good time.
Right.
Don't worry about whether you have a significant other.
Exactly.
Because when you stop caring is when he'll walk in or she'll walk in.
There you go. They always say when you stop looking, that's when they find you.
Right, because I think it's the energy that you put out, it's the whole radar you got going on, and I think that as soon as you just don't, care.
Well, when you are confident in yourself and you're fine being alone and you're happy by yourself,
that radiates.
Exactly, it radiates. It's a confidence, it's the air about you where people look at you and they're like, you know what? She's fine all by herself.
Right, absolutely.
I want what she's got.
That's it. So,
Exactly.
Okay, so we're gonna take a break. But so take a risk, be vulnerable, share your heart, and love always. We're taking a short break, and when we come back, more Whitney Miller and Heartbeat Matchmaker. This one is for the birthday peeps: Chuck Persner, Anita Goklani, John Francis Quinn. Happy birthday, peeps! Sorry if I got that wrong.
Happy birthday!
Yay! All right, so let's see who's here today.
Woo!
Hi, Trisha. How are you?
I know. I need to see who all.
Hi, Betty Ann. Hi. That's you,
Hey.
Whitney. Hi, Simi.
Oh, hey everyone for joining. Thank you so much. We're having a blast.
Hey, Nikki.
I hope you
Hi,
guys
Michael
listen to some
McDevitt.
good
Hi, Todd.
vibes.
Hi,
Like I
Ann.
said, awesome crease in my hair from these headphones. Super stylish.
Okay, so Paul Oliva said to tell Whitney to scoot closer to the table so we can see her better.
Oh, Paul Olivia, we love you.
So,
Can you see me? Can you see me better now if I turn like this? Maybe this will work.
How's
Maybe
this?
will work. Can
Better?
you see me? Is he still there right
yeah,
now?
he texted me.
Okay,
He
perfect.
texted me, so
All right,
he's-
I'll just do this.
he's
little
there.
number.
So,
Oh, this is so fun. I love this.
I know, it is fun.
It's always fun being here.
Yeah,
with you,
thank
Steph.
you. I love having you here because you're so
Thank you,
easy.
Thank you.
Easy, easy, easy. So yeah, I'm pretty much done for my Christmas. Well, I still have more gifts coming
I'm
in the mail
impressed.
that I'll have to wrap and stuff.
Yeah.
So now I just have to shop for food and stuff, and
Yeah.
I'm good.
I'm
I'm
so
going to
impressed.
Boston next weekend,
Okay.
so that kind of,
Throws a wrench in it a little
yeah,
bit.
but you know what? I'll be all done.
That's awesome.
So,
That's awesome.
and my son's birthday is December 22nd. I already got his present.
Now, how is that? I've always wondered when people have a birthday so close to Christmas, does it kind of get bulked into one, or do you do separate, or?
No, I do separate. I mean, I
Okay.
just do it. I mean, I just will have him and whoever he wants over. I ask him, do you want to go to, last year I took the two of my boys, their girlfriends, and my youngest son to Hal's.
Okay.
That's what they wanted to do. And we had a blast. Oh my God, Hal came over. It was lovely.
That's awesome.
But this year I said, do you want me to cook something? But I also want to do my kids, we love, we got 20 seconds. I
Oh,
want
wow.
to do,
We're
I
back.
want to go see Pitch Perfect 3.
Oh my gosh, I love those movies.
Me too, me too.
You can just have me come with you.
Yeah, I love it. I want to take the kids for a movie night. Okay, we are back, and
Yay.
Whitney, thank you for coming back. Whitney Miller.
I'm so
Miller
excited
from,
to be here.
Heartbeat Matchmaker. So let's talk a little bit about why somebody should come and see you about instead of getting online or
Right.
doing the bar scene.
Okay, so this is something that all of my friends that are tuning in on Instagram Live, Facebook Live, all of you guys know that I say this. When you are online dating, or let's say you're app dating, any of those things, you are spending countless hours. So you're spending so much time on trying to match with someone that you don't know anything about. You're going to spend a lot more time, money, dates, trying to figure out those awkward questions. Do they want to get married? Do they want to have kids? For some people in the South, what's their political affiliation? I mean, there are so many different things, religion, that you don't want to ask on the first, let's say, 3 dates with a new person.
Right.
Coming to a matchmaker, I thoroughly vet everyone that comes through the door. We are very selective as well. Our integrity of our business is definitely number one. So we have to have a good working relationship before I'm able to find you a loving relationship. And we are in it for the happy ever after. We're in it for the people that are in it for the right reasons, that are legitimately looking for a long-term relationship or marriage. So with that being said, when I thoroughly vet everyone, when I set you up on dates, I set you up on dates with people that you could potentially fall in love with. Everything's there. All the awkward questions, I know all of those.
Right.
So I've already said, hey, well, this person has this religious affiliation, wants these things, needs these things, is this personality. I'm going to match them with this person because of X, Y, and Z.
Right.
No, I'm not setting you up with anyone who has any of your deal breakers.
Right.
Any of your non-negotiables. So that's something that you get to go on a date. You get to take a deep breath, a sigh of relief, knowing that this is a quality person looking for the same things that you are. And then you get to just kind of have fun. Have fun and get to know them. And then it's up to you two to see if you can build on that.
Right.
And to see if the chemistry is there.
So let me ask you this.
Yes.
I firmly believe that I think opposites, they sometimes attract, but it's not, I think it's better to be more compatible than completely opposite.
I agree with you.
And you have more in common. I mean, yes, differences, yeah, I mean,
Yes.
you know, you like steak, I like chicken, who cares? But whatever but what I'm saying is you like to do the same things.
Right.
Like I know with my guy, we like to entertain the same way.
Okay.
We like to go to the same places. We are both very fussy about clothes. You know, I mean, there's a lot of the stuff that,
Right.
you know, he's very neat and clean, and I love that.
Right. Well, you have to have a lot of compatibility, a lot of similarities, but you have to have enough differences to keep it interesting.
Right.
And that's what I would say. So when people say opposites attract, that might be okay for a little while, but
They're going to
what-
aggravate you
oh
later
yeah,
on.
okay, yeah. So perfect example is you go looking for a house. You might be you're probably not going to agree on what kind of house you like, things like that, how you want to decorate, how you want to raise your children, things like that. So it's good to have some differences, but you need to be compatible on how you want to raise your children, how you like to entertain, things you like to do to be active. A couch potato and someone who runs 5Ks, probably not going to work.
Right. So here's a question for Second Lifers specifically. I think we have some specific situations, like a lot of times, and I talked about this last week, you know, going into the holidays as dating as Second Lifers, we already have grown kids.
Right.
You know, so how do they deal with their children? How do they deal with their family?
Exactly.
It really should be...
That's a big thing too, because your relationship with your family and your relationship with your children is a very important aspect of your life. And if you are totally different on parenting than they are, that can get kind of interesting. Now, if they're grown and they're totally out of the house, then maybe that doesn't
Right.
matter so much.
Right.
Maybe what matters more is, you know, what are they close to their kids? Are they
Right.
close to their family? Because I think that says a lot about someone as a person.
I agree.
Whether or not you're close with your family or if you're like totally on the outs.
Right.
That kind of worries me because I'm extremely close with my family.
Right.
And whoever I end up with is going to have to be cool with that. They're going to have to be part of the whole family.
Right.
So, so that's really big. And then, you know, for Second Lifers, you guys kind of already know what you want and what you don't want. So you have so much more knowledge going into it for
Right.
dating that you know things that are going to help to make you happy long term. Because this is the time of your life where you need to be not worrying so much about things and just having fun. Having a partner to go and do things with and enjoy life.
Right.
with.
I mean, I agree. I mean, I've talked about this even with my guy, and we talked about having, you know, things not being an issue because I'm too old for this stuff. Like, I don't
Right.
want to get into, you know, the nitpicky stuff. Like, I just want to enjoy. We're sliding into home. You know, I want to enjoy it. I want to have fun.
Right.
I don't want any, you know, problems. Like,
Right,
you know,
right.
things, you know, if at this age, you got to go to, for me, this is my opinion, for me in my life. I don't think that this is bad for anybody else if you want to do this. But I'm not going to counseling with I'll go to my own therapist.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to couples counseling at this stage of the game. I'm 51 years old, and you're 50 or 51.
Right.
You know, if you can't get your life together, then maybe we don't belong together.
Right. Right. And I agree because I feel like at this stage in your life, you should pretty well have your act together
Right.
and know yourself.
Right.
If you don't know who you are at 51, you don't need to be in a relationship with anyone until you figure that out.
Right. That's what
That's more for your 30s. You know, in your 20s, you don't really, you're just out.
right. You don't care.
Yeah, you don't know up from down, left from right. You know, in your later 20s, yes. In your 30s, you're really figuring out who you are and where you belong in this
Right.
great big world.
Right.
And you know, not really caring so much about what other people think about you, or what other people are doing in their relationships.
Right.
You're really trying to hone in on who you are and what's going to make you happy.
Right.
So, you know, like I said, if you're 51 and you don't know who you are by then, you need to reevaluate, and you do probably need to see someone and kind of figure that out.
I agree. So I think that you know, for second lifers, we just, you know, there's a lot of things that we have coming into relationships. A lot of times there's a lot of pain, you know, from
Right.
previous relationships.
Right.
But I think that at this age, I don't want any of that.
Right.
I don't want any, I just want to enjoy. I want to tiptoe through the tulips.
Right. Well,
You
and
know?
the thing about it is, and you know, even though I'm younger, I've been through a lot of life because I've had to grow up quickly when taking care of my mother. There's only one life that we have,
Right.
and a lot of people act like they live twice. And once you realize, you know, like you said, once you realize that you only have one life, then you start to live your second life.
Right.
You have to act accordingly. Life is fragile. Life is precious. You only get one. Don't waste your time anymore. Go, you know, I know that, you know, some people think counseling is like a bad word. Go get counseling.
Right.
It's just like another doctor that you would go to for your sinuses, or let's say you have a heart problem.
Or diabetes.
Exactly.
You go and take care of it.
Exactly. You go take care of those things, like a physical, you know, a trainer, a fitness guy. You know, you go see him to get in shape. You got to go to see somebody to get your mind right as
Right.
well. And I would
Right.
say we do about 60% matchmaking and 40% relationship coaching, which also entails, you know, helping people just kind of, a lot of that's not even necessarily couples. A lot of that's just one-on-one with people,
Right.
getting them to the point where they would be ready to date. So it takes a lot of courage to do that, and I definitely commend people that do that, because you have to get your mind right. You have to get yourself right, because you have only one life, and you want to enjoy it. You don't
Right.
want to wait until you're, you know, at the last leg and you're like, you know,
Oh, I'm
now,
sorry I didn't do this. I'm sorry I didn't
yeah,
do that.
I regret that I didn't do these things. Da 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 da. Don't do that. Just go for it.
Right.
Go
And so,
for it and live your life.
question about your services. How many meetings you need before you feel like you know somebody enough to match them?
So typically, I meet people. I will say I rarely do interviews from just like one phone call. What I mean by that is someone that just calls me on the phone and we talk for just a few minutes, and then they come and do the interview. So that's a rare occurrence. Generally speaking, I meet people out, so I get a feel for them out and kind of talk to them in a social setting, things like that, because I'm very social, so I go to a lot of events, I do a lot of networking events and things like that, so I talk to people, I get a good sense of their vibe and their personality and the air about them. If they are like totally cocky, I'm not really going to pursue them as a client, because they're probably not going to listen to me.
Right.
Because they already think they know what's up.
Right.
The thing about it is, whatever you're doing isn't working.
Right.
So why don't you take a chance and listen to me, because I've been doing it for a long time now, so is my mother, and we're really good at it. So whatever you're doing isn't working, let's try this avenue and see if that works. But I would say, generally speaking, maybe that would be a first meeting, and then the next would be the interview, and then maybe I talk on the phone with someone and see if that's, you know, if they want to hire me. But most of the time it happens after the interview. The interview itself is about an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Right.
So I am spending a lot of time getting to know them and getting to know the ins and outs of their personalities, their past relationships, what's worked, what hasn't worked, what they're looking for. And I hear, you know how people say they read in between the lines? I hear in between the sentences.
Right.
I hear in between the lines. And a lot of people think they want this, or this, when they really need this.
Right.
And I am very good at reading people and being very intuitive because I have to be for what I do. I can sense different things about people just in their facial expressions by how they answer the questions. And that's generally why, that is why we always do a face-to-face interview.
Right.
Because I have to see
You
your
need to see.
reactions to
Absolutely.
questions.
Absolutely.
So I would say maybe if it's a social setting, maybe that first meeting and then the interview for 1.5 to 2 hours.
Right.
I'm kind of long-winded, so I'd say it probably is 2 hours.
Right.
But we become working partners.
Right.
Because this is something where we have to be able to work together first.
And sometimes I think when you're sitting there talking about stuff, you might say, you might think in your head you like this or you like that, but when you really start discussing a topic, you might say, you know what, this would be okay.
Yeah.
And it would be something else.
Well, it's because then you are able to figure out, you're able to realize that you have to compromise on some things. You know, whether it's height, whether it's weight. If they're 5-10 pounds overweight, is that a huge deal? If they're a couple inches off of the ideal height that you had imagined, I tell people, what if I literally had you, the love of your life, and he was 5'8" instead of
That's perfect
6
for me.
foot?
I love that's
See?
my guy is 5'8".
See?
I love 5'8".
See, there you go.
5'8" is awesome.
So
For the
that's
5'3" girl,
those
it's awesome.
those things are something to take into consideration. I mean, you have to be able and willing to compromise on some things. Now, there are non-negotiables.
Right.
Religion, you know, how you have, you know, raise your family, how you know, what you introvert versus being an extrovert, spontaneous versus a planner. There's all kinds of things that go into that to figuring out if two people are actually
I'm
going
such
to
a
be
planner.
compatible.
I'm so type A.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm already doing 2018 in my head.
See,
While we're sitting here.
Yeah, I've been told several times I'm like type A times 3, but I will say that I'm a planner on some things, but I can also be very spontaneous.
I like to have a plan, but then if it doesn't work out, I'm like, all right.
See, and that's a huge thing. Some people
flexible.
Some people get so bent out of shape when
Oh,
things
they
don't go
are.
according to
I
plan,
know.
and that's the worst. I couldn't be with
It's
someone
kind of
like
funny
that.
to watch, though.
Yeah, it can be. It can be, but it can also cause a lot of turmoil.
I know.
In that relationship
I
with
know.
whatever's
I
going
know.
on. So
I know. But, all right, so we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, Living Atlanta, and this one is for Kat Lavoie Schwartz, Farode Thomas, and Joe Giovanello. Thanks for liking my Just Steph page.
Yay!
Yay! Okay, when we come back, the first thing we have to do is say how we can get in touch with you.
Okay,
Because we
okay,
forgot that.
okay.
And the other thing is, are
Do
you an
it.
empath? Are you an empath?
What does that mean?
Oh my God. Well, you know stuff. Hi, Mark. Hi, Heather. Mark, what's going on in Boston? I'll be there next week. Oh, you'll have to Google it.
Okay.
Empath. E-M-P-A-T-H. That's when you know stuff.
Oh,
You just
yes.
know it.
Yes.
So, all right. So we're going to talk about, I'm doing Living Atlanta. I think Deb Bowman is supposed to call in to tell me what she's got going on. And I'll just ask you what you're going on this weekend. But first, before we get going on Living Atlanta, I'm going to have you say
Okay.
your website and where they can find
Gotcha.
you or whatever.
Perfect.
So, because I forgot, sorry.
That's okay.
We can always make it up.
Yes. We've got
So-
one more.
I'm working up to my favorite Christmas songs. So, like, the last week before Christmas, I'll do my very, very favorites.
Nice.
All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah and
Do you know that Christmas time, Mariah Carey makes at least $500,000 just in royalties from her Christmas
Well, I
album?
just did a carpool karaoke on the way over here singing that song, so I'm going to be tweeting it to
Yes.
Mariah.
Yes, exactly.
I'm going to tweet it.
Wouldn't you love that? Wouldn't you love just to make
Maybe she'll give me a-
$500,000 every
Oh,
Christmas?
let me just make a $500,000.
Yeah,
for the next 4 weeks.
big deal, no big deal.
Well, you know what? She's awesome.
She is awesome.
Fat Matt's Barbecue, is that where you went?
That might have been it.
Sky knows all.
Is it in Piedmont Park? Around Piedmont Park? Okay, that must be what
Fat
it is.
Matt's Barbecue, Fat Matt's Barbecue. That's where Fat Matt's Barbecue.
I probably
Mark, I
actually,
need to go
might
to
have
odd
this.
two. I love it there.
Hey, Peggy. Hey, Whitney. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining in.
$20 seconds. All right. Okay, we are back, and before I get into what's going on this weekend, Whitney, how can everybody find you?
Hey, okay, so Heartbeat Matchmaker, the phone number is 404-536-1046, and you can find us online at our website, Heartbeat, like your heartbeat, -matchmaker.com. We have a Facebook page, Instagram. Come on, follow us, ask me anything you want. And we hope to see you at some of our events this coming year.
Yeah, we have to talk about that. So
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
that'll be
yes.
great. So you'll have some mixers, is that
Exactly.
How fun!
We're gonna be doing all kinds of fun stuff.
We should broadcast the Just Steph show from there. That
Yeah,
would
we
be fun.
should.
A
We
lot of fun.
should.
All right, you want to know where to go this weekend, and you've been waiting for Living Atlanta.
I love it.
Okay, kids. So remember, when you go out this weekend or anytime, this is the holiday season. Everybody's drinking and driving. Don't drink and drive. Drink
Uber.
responsibly, drive responsibly. Uber, call a cab, call a friend, call Lyft, leave your car at the valet and take a cab home or whatever and get it the next
Exactly.
day. Nobody's going to make you drive, so please do not drink and drive. So what are you going to do this weekend?
So this weekend, funny story. Everyone commented on a picture I posted on Facebook about the ice skating at Ponce City Market.
Uh-huh.
So I've got another go round
Oh,
of
fun!
that. I have a really good girlfriend who's having a birthday party. We're going to Gypsy Kitchen.
Fun.
That's a fun little area in the
Yes.
Buckhead Shops. Love, love, love that. Going to see Christmas lights.
Nice.
Oh,
There you go.
I know. This weekend is going to be so jam-packed with all kinds of fun. I'm
I love
excited.
it. So,
I'm excited.
you know what? I have to say, out of all my guests, you're more like me than any, because, you have stuff going on.
Yes.
You know?
I like to do stuff. Listen,
Yay.
when I'm at
Thank
home,
God.
if I stay home for too long, I actually literally get depressed. I'm like, what
it's
am I
depressing.
doing with
Right,
my life?
right.
I have to be out. I am such an extrovert.
Right.
And now, of course, I get tired from time to time and have to have my me time.
Right.
But especially...
What's your sign?
I'm a Virgo.
See, I'm a Scorpio, but that sounds very Scorpio-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
funny. But yeah, Virgos are fun and outgoing.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. So
And
that's-
I may be hitting up some stores looking for some Christmas gifts.
There you go.
I actually have some friends at my local TJ Maxx that know me because I'm a Maxxinista.
There you go.
That's my store. I know the security guard. We're like
That's
BFFs.
hilarious.
I mean,
that's like me and the
it's-
valets at Hal.
I know. Do you know I still have yet to go to Hal's? All right, somebody who's tuning in, take me to Hal's.
I'll
We've
have
got-
to take.
we've
I'll
got to
take
go.
you.
Okay,
We'll-
I'll go. We'll go.
You want to have fun? You got to go with me.
You'll show me the time just
Yeah,
right.
there you
Okay,
go.
perfect.
There you go.
It's a date.
All right. So this weekend I'm just I have my mom hat on a little bit half the weekend, and then I'm
Yeah.
just so I'm not really quite sure exactly what's going on for me because I've got stuff happening in the family front, but I'm going to host a little bit. I'm hosting something on Sunday, so
Nice.
that'll be fun for me. So I'm
That'll
excited
be
about
very
that.
nice.
So I'm going to do a little. I got to do a little baking and all that stuff. So
Well, that's your favorite thing, entertaining.
yeah, I do love to entertain.
Yes.
I do love it. It's a lot of fun. So for this weekend, Deb Bowman, let me just tell you what's going on. Deb Bowman is all over the place. She was supposed to call me today, but she obviously got caught up singing or something. But so now, Sunday, December 10th, she's doing the 3rd annual Diva Palooza benefiting the Atlanta Community Food Bank, and that's at the Vista Room. They're trying to raise more money for the local community, so please go and follow her and see what she's got going on. And then on the 11th, Monday the 11th, she's doing a holiday edition with Bumpin' the Mango at Cafe 290 in Sandy Springs. That's going to be super fun. Now, on Thursdays, December 14th and 21st, she is doing Midtown Jingles at the Peachtree Lobby, And she's been doing this for a couple of years, and she's going to be singing Christmas tunes from 12 to 2 the next couple of Tuesdays. Now, she has the second annual Christmas party Saturday, December 16th at Whiskey Mistress with Billy Allen and Johnny Perazzo. That's going to be super fun. And she's doing Christmas caroling on December 22nd at Savvy Wine Room, which will be fun. And New Year's Eve, she's at two places. She's at Bread and Butterfly from 7 to 10, and then Savvy Wine Room through the New Year. So she's got a lot going on.
She's busy.
Yes, she is. DJ Vanessa Hunley is always doing karaoke at Cheese on Thursday nights, and Wednesdays she's at Metro Cafe Diner in Midtown, downtown. Johnny Perazzo is Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays at Whiskey Mistress, and every night there is live music at Dixie Tavern, City Winery. Have you been to City Winery?
I have, and I love it.
I know.
I love it.
I'm going in January again. I just was there for Louis Prima, but I can't say because I bought them for friends for Christmas.
Oh, goodness.
So, and then Venkman's always has live music, and of course Tuesdays is Joe Granson's free jazz jam, and they have Wednesday trivia and Schnitzel Bar. Now tonight there's a Concourse Athletic Club holiday party from 6:30 to 9:30. There's complimentary hors d'oeuvres and all of that.
And I actually forgot that Jingle Mingle is actually on the 16th.
I know.
And I hope you're coming. I'm actually an angel this year.
Come
and
on.
It is. I couldn't.
I'm going to be in Boston.
I can't. Oh no.
But I
So,
am.
yes.
But next week, Simi's going to be on the show. On the show with me, and we're going to talk about.
Yes.
We're going to talk about Jingle
yes.
Mingle.
Well, and
So.
if you go buy your tickets, use the code Angel Whitney for 25% off your
There you
tickets.
go.
You guys got to come.
And it's at the Westin in
largest-
Buckhead. I was going to say this.
Yes,
yes.
it's at the W
that's
in
perfect.
Buckhead, and it's
No, it's the Westin,
Okay,
not the W.
okay,
It's the Westin.
Okay, okay.
You know,
I'll
because
I'll take your word for it.
yes.
Okay, and it's the largest Toys for Tots event in the Southeast, so it's huge, huge, huge.
Right.
Toys for Tots, Jingle Mingle, and
Right.
use the code Angel Whitney
Right.
for 25%.
I've gone a couple times, so it's
Yay!
fine. So also on tonight is Huey Louis. It's Kenny's kickoff crew watching the Falcons versus the Saints. It's also from 8 to midnight tonight. Is at Schnitzel Bar, Public with the Head. Now the Head is my kids' friends. They're singing at Schnitzel Bar. Now Friday is Fernbank After Dark from 7 to 11. There's live music and apps and all of that. Jimmy's Tequila presents Appetite for Destruction, a Guns N' Roses tribute from 9 to 2 a.m. Now, this is what I would do this weekend. If I could go and do this, it's the Ladies of Prince at Venkman's from
Oh.
10 to 12 on Friday night. I would love that. Like Apollonia and Vanity 6 and Sheila E. Oh, my gosh. Love it. Now, Saturday is Cardio Blast at Body Design Personal Training at 10 a.m. There's a pub crawl on the Beltline. It's the winter edition. And that's all of this can be found on the Just Steph calendar, Living Atlanta calendar, on my Living Atlanta page on Facebook, and also all of these events have events pages on
Nice.
Facebook. So, and then there's also Housebroken is at Wild Wings in Dunwoody. That's on Saturday. Now Sunday, the Southern Gentleman is having a Santa brunch from 10 to 3. Band X is at Johnny's Hideaway. And there's the Laugh Lab graduation show at the Punchline. It's a stand-up showcase featuring the graduates of Atlanta's only 6-week comedy course for women.
Wow.
So that should be super fun. Now coming up on the 10th is the 11th is the 10th anniversary Winter White Party at the Georgian Terrace. 12/12 is Joe Granson's Jazz Jam at Venkman's. On the 13th and 14th, there's Girls' Night Out at Avalon with, that's the 14th, and that's with Dr. Ken's group. And on the 13th at Artisan Plastic Surgery is another injection day.
Nice.
So lots of fun.
Lots
and
of
then
fun.
the 16th is Jingle Mingle at the Westin in Buckhead. Private message me if you need any information on this stuff, because I know I'm going quick. So I have a big shout out to my Boston birthdays, Carlo Michele, Tommy Lapham, and Carl Stagliano. Happy birthday, guys. So I am all over the place. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat.
I know.
I'm there.
We're all on
YouTube.
everything.
I know. So you can find me.
You gotta
can't
be
find me, it's a
everywhere.
lie. So I'm out there. But no, so will you come back?
I will come back
Yeah.
anytime.
Yay.
Hopefully before another year passes.
I know.
We
Let's do it.
have so much fun.
Yeah, absolutely. She's a breeze. I
Yes.
love it. I love it. So, okay, kids, know I love you all. Wishing you love, balance, and peace. Ciao, ciao, baby. Be good.
Bye.
Oh, God. I was going through that. I mixed this whole thing up. Oh, well, kids. Hi, Catherine Taylor. All right, kids, gotta go. Love you. Listen, take care of yourselves this Christmas season. Do something for yourself. Find out how you can change your life for the better this Christmas season. Ciao.